into these TV stations to do recording kind of commercials for the Andy Griffith Show reunion and what was going to happen and everything. Well, O.J. Simpson had just killed, well, no, he'd killed her a while back, but he had just been acquitted. And that had been on the news that morning when Ernest T. got off the plane. He was so mad at O.J. Simpson, that's all he wanted to talk about. And if he looked like a feisty little fool on television, you should have ridden in a car with him. And also, what none of those radio and TV people knew down there in Alabama, you know, he looked like Ernest T. He looked like somebody that Andy had just, found out stump jumping or whatever and had brought him in and put him on the show. Well, Howie Morris, that played Ernest T., was a TV director who directed the Mary Tyler Moore Show. I don't know how many of you people noticed any of those shows that he carried. He was Jewish, and he was from Brooklyn, and he was only this high. And feisty to the word go. And we got in there, and he started telling people in Yiddish what they should do with O.J. Simpson. I thought, oh my God. Here I am, just an innocent hillbilly stuck with this fool. But the whole show was that way. We're all very, very different people, but we all got a chance to be on the Andy Griffith Show. And I thought it was really fun for me because I thought, I'm a writer who accidentally became a musician, and here I am on the Andy Griffith Show. What am I doing? I'm not writing anything. But in between times, and after Andy and Don decided to leave the show, we got a lot of work. Dillard's always had plenty to do. I made a living doing music, and I wrote 2 books while I was doing that. And this is pretty funny. We'd work at a club like the Troubadour, and I'd come cooning home at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning from that and sit down, so homesick I couldn't stand it because I was homesick for the entire time I lived in California. And I'd come home and I'd sit down and get my typewriter out and I would write about home. I've always written about home. Every one of my books is about home. And that's really long enough to keep you guys and hammer at you. But I just wanted you to know when you read the book, it comes from the heart, and it tries to tell what I managed to learn and what I always promised to pass on. And may y'all do the same. Thank you so much for your time. And I've lost a perfectly good way. Oh, there she is. What are you doing?
You want to answer some